All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. And the elect begins with the 144,000. YAHAWAH, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jehovah. BAHASHAM is in the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash, which is the Holy Spirit. I'm the brother YAHAWAH, joined with
Esau.
and we're the brothers of the Great Millstone Camp here in Chicago. Come back at you, brothers and sisters of the household of faith, of the hopeful righteous elect, with another lesson.
Wow.
Yep. And we're going to entitle this lesson, we're in the downfall period of Esau, which is the self-proclaimed white man, starting with the elites of the society. The Lord is bringing this man's kingdom down. But just to start off real quick, a classic scripture. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 6, and I'm going to start at 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be a parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Right, going back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, going into when Jacob and Esau were born. Going back to that chapter, Genesis, the 25th chapter. It says that Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, which means what? Symbolic of Esau going down. Who's going to take down Esau ultimately? YAHAWASHI. When YAHAWASHI makes a second return, when Yahweh and his son YAHAWASHI back, to the earth to bring down Esau, he's ultimately what? The Lord is ultimately is the one that's going to take him down.
That's right.
It says, verse 9, it says, For Esau is the end of the world. All right, if we go into this world in this particular chapter, it goes into what's that, eon? Basically what? The end of an age. We're experiencing the end of Esau's age. Wow. It says, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yes. Right, so Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we're seeing the downfall of Esau's kingdom right now. How's we seeing that? It's being destroyed economically. The money is failing. The morale of the people is being destroyed. Esau Edom, doing these different things to ultimately try to keep his kingdom. Hey, what's that? Revelation 12:12. Though he know he had but a short time, loosely paraphrasing. So what? Esau Edom is trying to do everything in his power to basically hold on to his kingdom, But you can read that Sirach 10, brother, real quick.
All right. This is Sirach 10, and we'll start at 1. Mm-hmm. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Verse 2, mm-hmm. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
And we know that Esau Edom is not a wise judge, man, because what? He's designed, or he was created to be the wicked. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So he don't know how to do good. So what? Since the top is wicked, everybody underneath, starting with these elites, everybody underneath the elites is going to be wicked themselves.
Yes, sir.
But you got a big eye.
All right. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 3, and it reads, An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right? It says an unwise king destroyeth his people. Because there's a scripture that says what? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yes.
But you got a big eye.
All right. Verse 4 reads, The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
And right, we're in a transition period right now, man. Esau Edom is, being taken down. The Lord is pulling brick by brick out of this man's kingdom. Like I said, everything that's going on economically, this place is suffering. The morale of the people, immorality is taking place in this. America's overall is becoming weak.
Yes.
Compared to what America was first established, compared to now, there's a huge difference. The Lord is weakening this place. But Bible Shah, you can jump to verse 8.
All right. Sirach 10 and 8 reads, Because of unrighteousness dealings, injuries, and riches, got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's what we're seeing right now, man. I read that 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, says for Salakia, it says for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yes.
So what? We're in that transition period right now, man. Yes. The Lord is bringing down Esau. And what? The Lord is raising up Jacob, starting with the elect.
BAHASHAM.
And going back to that verse 4, how it says, in due time he will set over one that is profitable. That's talking about the kingdom, man. The Lord is going to set up his people because it says what? The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom even forever and ever, man. That's in the book of Daniel, if I'm not mistaken. So the Lord is bringing this man down, and the Lord is ultimately what? Uplifting Jacob. But I had some more scriptures, on deck. Let me get those real quick.
All right.
You can grab that Obadiah, hold that Obadiah on deck, Baba Bashar. Let me get this. This is I'm gonna get this. This is the book of Job 5 and 12. And Salakia for the slow connection, brothers and sisters. This is the book of Job 5 and 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right, that going into their enterprise, going into that new world order. Because Esau Edom thinks, since he's been on this tirade for the longest, man, that everything has been going according to plan, man. Like the Most High, they think the Most High is not going to judge them or not going to bring them down. Since they are established their new world order, they put into different laws into effect and things of that nature. But let me read this again. This is the book of Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the device of the crafty. He was ultimately going to disappoint Esau Edom, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And a big part of that new world order is that RFID hip. They want control of the whole world. But as soon as Esau Edom think his new world order is going to go into effect, that everything is going according to plan. That's when YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI is going to disappoint him. Because we know that Esau Edom is trying to become like the Most High. But going to that Obadiah, as far as that Obadiah, can you start at verse 9?
All right, this is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 9.
Oh, Salakia. Start at verse 1, Salakia.
All right. Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Yep.
Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Right, and this is another sign that we can connect, the so-called white man, being the biblical Edomites. It says what? That it says that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. This is another way of basically lining up who the Edomites are, being the so-called white people.
That's right. Verse 3 again. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And
this is the pride of the so-called white man. Going into that word heart, it goes back to the word la, which is your mind, because these devils are proud. They have basically constructed the the best military at the time, the best military force in the world. Their weaponry. What's that? Going back to what's that, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when the so-called white man dropped. What's that, Fat Boy? On Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I forget the name of the other bomb. I believe it's Fat Boy and Little Man, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But ultimately, dropping them on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. And this devil's pride has been lifted up because of his technology.
Yes.
Who? Hey, at the time, hey, this is what he's saying to this very day, man. Who can bring me down to the ground? But the Lord, basically what? Is supplying these other nations with nuclear capability. You can read about that. What's that? Joel. What's that? Joel 3. How it talks about, beat your plowshare to swords and your pearl hoods to spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Hey, so Esau Edom can't just go around, just bullying everybody, man. The Lord is the Lord is making this man shaking his boots. What you got, a big up?
All right. I can go with Obadiah 1 and 4.
Come.
Thou that has Salakia, thou though exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou though set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right, Esau Edom got them satellites up in space, man. They got something that is called Space Force X now, man, because they're trying to ultimately, when YAHAWASHI makes a second return, they're trying to fight against the Lord, man. But it says, "Will I bring thee down?" saith the Lord Yahweh. Ultimately, anything that this devil try to construct or try to do, man, it's not going to work.
Yes, right.
But you could let's see, you could jump down to verse 8.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 8 reads, "Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI Yahushai, even destroy the wise men of Edom, out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau."
Yep.
Verse 9, "And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter."
And right, when Esau Edom served his 1,000 years of captivity, we're gonna read it, Obadiah 1 and 18. But ultimately, this is Esau's future, man. After he served his 1,000 years of captivity under the Israelites, he's gonna be destroyed, man. His land is gonna be eradicated, And what? So this is a gradual process that we see YAHAWASHI Yahushai doing, man. Firstly, what? The Lord is taking away this man's kingdom. The Lord is weakening this man. The Lord is going to bring this man low. The Lord is going to use his people to put these devils into captivity for 1,000 years. And then the Lord is going to what? Use his people. YAHAWASHI, starting with, YAHAWASHI, you're going to have King David, you're going to have the elect, you're going to have, the rest of the Israelites that eventually be grafted in, the 2/3 that eventually is going to come back, man. We're going to gather these devils up and we're going to burn them. Their line is going to be eradicated.
Man, everything's about his sword. Yep. So let him, taste the sword of YAHAWASHI Yahushai.
That's right.
So he'll know who's truly in charge. But as you've already stated, he's already in fear. Mm-hmm. So let his fear overwhelm him as he now knows that this is revelation, revealing the true spirits of these people, brother.
Yep.
You want to go to verse 10?
Verse 10.
All right. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10 reads, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever."
Right. We're going to jump to that verse 18, but ultimately this is what Esau's future is, man. After he served that captivity, like I mentioned before, he's going to be cut off for all the bloodshed he has done to our people. Hey, this devil was going down. We see that process happening right now. Like I said, YAHAWASHI Yahushai is ripping this man's kingdom away. It's ripping this man's kingdom away, brick by brick.
Man,
the Lord is bringing this man low.
Ooh.
The Lord, the Lord is embarrassing this man, because America is a big laughing stock right now. Let's be honest. America is a big laughing stock. You have men cross dressing here. You have the as they say, the mighty men of America, man. They cross dressing, and this is what This is what the American military looks like today, man. You have these other countries laughing at this place. So America is a big laughing stock. And what? This is the spirit that the Lord has put, here in Babylon the Great, man. The Lord is weakening this place.
And they've taken their rainbow flag and added the pedophile flag to it. So, double curse for destruction.
Yep.
You all know it's coming, and you can't prepare for it because your ego, Esau, your sword, Esau, has to be brought down, and YAHAWASHI will be the one to bring you down. All praises to them both for what they do have done and will continue.
Praise to YAHAWASHI Yahushai.
Man, rock thought, brother.
You can jump to verse 18.
All right. Obadiah 1 and 18 reads, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord YAHAWASHI Yahushai has spoken it."
Right. So after this devil served his 1,000 years of captivity, because what this devil's first job is going to be after his kingdom is destroyed, he's going to be responsible of burying these bodies, man. Hey, what's that? Continual employment? I believe it's in Ezekiel. Hey, that's going to be this devil's first job. And the rest of these heathens also, man. But starting with this devil, man, his first job is to clean these bodies up. And what? And ultimately, what? He's going to establish the kingdom of YAHAWASHI Yahushai. And ultimately, after he served that 1,000 years of captivity, he's going to be cut off by slaughter, man. He's going to be burnt up. Baba Gushai, you can hold that Revelations 11 and 18 on deck. I'm going to get this Isaiah 14 real quick.
Man, somebody tell Esau, welcome to the world of janitorial service. Somebody has to clean up And it's your turn. Rakhtah for that.
Con, I'm gonna read this Isaiah 14 real quick, and then we can just jump to that Revelations. We can probably end off with that.
Okay, Con.
But this is the book of Isaiah. Unless you had anything else on your spirit, big up. This is the book of Isaiah 14, and I'm gonna get to the point. Isaiah 14 and 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" We know that Esau, Edom ultimately weakened the nations by the way of his technology, the way of him spreading his philosophy to these different lands, weakening the nations and things of that nature. And this is ultimately how he has ultimately did that. You know, it says, verse 13, it says, "For thou hast said it in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of YAHAWAH." Because we mentioned what? You know, that ultimately this devil established his space station in space, you know, and ultimately he thinks he's going to try to fight against YAHAWASHI. You know, YAHAWA's going to send his son YAHAWASHI back, you know, but these devils think they can really take down the Lord. It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, the sides of the north, which is over here in America, you know, this side of the world. It says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." Right? This is what this man's New World Order agenda basically is, man. Him trying to RFID ship the whole population to him, you know, for him to be like the Most High, you know. It says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, Salakia." Meaning what? The Lord is going to bring this man very low. Because right now, this man, what? He's still, you know, he's still in rulership. He's still in power. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the Lord is ultimately going to bring this devil low. As the brother Esau read in that, what's that, Sirach, the 10th chapter? You know, for unrighteous dealings and riches got back to see. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. You know, so what? The Lord is going to bring this devil out of his power, see, and bring this devil low, you know, back to the base of men, who he truly is. It says, verse 16, it says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?" How did the devil do that? By the way of his technology, by the way of his atomic bomb. You know, he shook the world, you know, when he dropped the you know, those atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The nations were afraid, man. You know, because what? At the time, the nations that haven't seen anything like that, after this devil dropped, you know, what's that, Fat Boy and Little Man, if I'm not mistaken, upon Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you know, as the scriptures say, you know, he, you know, fire raining down from heaven. That's in the book of Revelations, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to read that again. It's the book of Isaiah 14 and 16. It says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee." Right, the other nations is going to look at this devil. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, "Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?" Because we know when it's set, you know, because Esau is being revealed right now. You know, because everybody's starting to realize that this devil is the problem. You know, and when this devil is finally brought down and brought low, the whole world is going to like, it was this man this whole time, this weak piece of shit. You know, that's why the whole world is going to look at this devil when it's all said and done. "That did shake kingdoms." It says, "That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof and opened not the house of his prisoners." Right. So ultimately what? This devil is going to be brought low, man, for the whole world to see. Hey, because Esau's fall is going to be televised, man. You know? But
yes,
you got that Revelations big up?
Yes, this is Revelations 18:1, and it reads, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory." Verse 2, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird."
Right. Babylon the Great is America, which means great confusion, you know? And this place says, Babylon the Great is fallen because what? This place is going to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles. You know, even America's own allies is going to turn against this place. You know, because I got that scripture on deck how it talks about, you know, the beast shall hate the whore and shall burn her up with fire. You know, something is going to happen along the lines where, you know, America's own allies is going to betray her. What you got to big up?
This is, again, Revelations 18 and verse 3. "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her." and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, because America basically pushes the the ways and philosophies upon these other nations. Pushing its philosophies upon other regions and other nations, man. Now all of a sudden their women are sluts. They're following JC. That different wine and philosophies that the different philosophies that America pushes upon these other places, man.
And it goes with how you viewed America as being great, because it took Jake to help you establish that dominance. The wars won. We can go to Desert Storm, the 100-Hour War. You used the men of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI to have a 100-hour war, and it had to go no farther because overwhelmed. These are the men in which the Lord has allowed you to become great, which you overlook because of your hatred towards him.
Right.
And you have to pay for this.
Right. And
so saith the Lord. Come, bro.
In verse 3, you can read that last part. I want to break that down.
Okay. I'll read verse 3 again. This is Revelation 18:3, and it reads, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
Right, you had these other nations coming over here making money off America, man.
Come on, bro.
You have a lot of these heathens shutting up shop in Jake's neighborhood, making money, off this place. Hey, because America is really a big corporation at the end of the day. People come over here and make money, things of that nature.
Yep.
But you got to big up.
Verse 4 reads, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plague. Because
we know that ultimately, to be delivered, the elect is going to be delivered by the way of those chariots, man.
That's right.
Ultimately, because what? Hey, if you're not on those chariots, if you're not part of the elect, you're gonna have your place here in the lake of fire, which is the destruction of America by the way of those thermonuclear missiles.
That's right. ICBM missile fire.
That's right.
Prepare yourself. You are not chosen by the Lord to be a part of that 1/3 and his elect. You will have to suffer because the lack of knowledge in which the brothers have preached over and over, like the apostles, 40 years plus.
Yep, that's right.
And you fail to want to take heed of it. You are dwelling in sin and you enjoy it. So punishment will be coming upon you, deservingly so, brother.
Yep,
deservingly so. I can go to verse 5. This is Revelations 18:5, and it reads, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God, Yahawah, hath remembered her iniquities.
Yeah, all the bloodshed that this place has done to the Israelites, man, all the wickedness that this place, spreads not only here, but throughout the four corners of the world. America promotes wickedness to the rest of the world,
And that's funny how the other nations have always wanted to be like America for its power, but you've stolen from Jacob the gifts in which YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI gave us, and the punishment you feel is beyond what the Lord has given you. You feel it's all about you. So let you be conceited and let you continue on your path, because we are, again, in Revelations, which is what being read, and it's revealing the true spirits. And they weren't ready for it, and they still aren't. But the Lord will have his way, brother, and that's what we're going through right now. Rock it out to Yahawah. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double, according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
All right, since you read that big out, let me get the precept to that. This is the book of Lamentations, just real quick. This is the book of Lamentations 4:21. Hey, as the scripture say, precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Right, that cup of captivity, that cup of torment is going to come upon Esau, Edom, man. You know, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom," because what? Only Esau Edom only has a little bit of his kingdom left to enjoy. You know, it says, verse 22, it says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion," which is you Israelites.
Yes.
"He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." And that's what's happening right now on a major scale, man. This devil is being exposed. America is being exposed for the wickedness that it has done to the Israelites, to the rest of the world, man. The Lord is exposing this place. The Lord is pulling, brick by brick away from this kingdom. The Lord is destroying this place, man. So call Halayim, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Well, back to that Revelations, we could probably close out on that.
Okay. We'll end then with Revelations 18:7. "How much she hath glorified herself." And that's the conceitedness that America continues to look in the mirror to say it's all about me. Not realizing that, again, Jake has got you where you've gotten to be through YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, but you recognize neither. "And live deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow."
We're going to read the verse 10 actually too. But this is the mindset, of America, man. This place haven't been touched. This place haven't been, invaded. Hey, but how about Shemal Shai has something special for this place, man?
Totally special.
You got it out.
Verse 8 reads, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, God who judges her."
And there you go, man. Talking about those nukes, man. How the Lord is basically going to destroy those places with those thermonuclear missiles, man.
Right, let they fly, brother.
Yup, Malachi 4:1 says, "The day come, thou shalt burn as an oven," man. Hey, what's that? 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter. It said, "Bend of her bow." The arrows that he shoot are sharp, that it be shot into the ends of the world. That it not miss, loosely paraphrasing. But you got a big eye.
All right, verse 9 reads, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning."
So essentially, these nations are going to be sad and be angry. Really sad that they can't make money here anymore, man. Because this place is going to be destroyed. They can't make money off niggas no more. They can't, basically, slide their foot in just to try to, basically make extra money off this place. Hey, because America is going to be 100% destroyed, man. Never to be inhabited again.
And if I'm not mistaken, the BRICS have grew to 100 strong because NATO is failing, and everybody's looking at America as, you're the head of this. How are you allowing this to happen when we believed in you? But the truth is coming out.
Hey,
it
prophecy
can no longer be hid.
Hey, prophecy. Hey, this devil wasn't meant to rule forever, man.
Disciplinarians. That's all you've been.
Yep.
And your time is up. All right, verse 10 reads,
Yep.
"Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come."
Hey, and that's the point, man.
Woo,
hey,
1 hour.
You see how America has been, has been builded over the
Centuries.
over the centuries. Hey, rape, robbery, and murder, and the Lord is going to sweep this shit up in 1 hour, man. Just think of the worst shit that happened to our people here in America, man. The Lord is going to destroy this shit in 1 hour. Esau, everything that Esau Edom, did, everything Esau Edom thought he tried to build or tried to do in this society, man, is going to be eradicated in 1 hour, man. And right now we're seeing the Lord pulling this place brick by brick, and everything we just read, man, is leading up to the destruction of America, which is Esau's kingdom, and he's going to be brought down into slavery and ultimately eradicated after he served his 1,000 years.
Certainly so.
Yep. So with that being said, we hope this lesson was edifying. We want to end off by giving our praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. Lord, and we hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time, Kwame Yasharala, Shalom, and the Bob. Let me close out.